wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Caught by Wilson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. 9 catches, 136 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
Here's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Jets had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8. On second down, a run with Hall. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now you look at this Saints defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal, so they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
This one deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 72 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They go play action with Huntley. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
Huntley off of play action. And this will be incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, Huntley. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, Huntley. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw here, Huntley.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
The tight end in motion right. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Inside handoff now, Miller. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Huntley looks to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Rosas' kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Huntley to throw.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. On play action, they'll throw. And the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Caleb Shudak on to try the point after.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Huntley. That pass complete to Moore.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Huntley.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Quick move by Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it with Miller on first down.
Michael Clemens there to make the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Rosa's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Rodgers now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Rodgers going to get this complete to his running back Hall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He'll take it at the 42.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Rodgers throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's caught left side by Hardman. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
3rd and 5. Now Huntley.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Kamara up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Huntley. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately, he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw, Huntley.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it looked like a good opening drive to start this 3rd quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give running right is Hall.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Second down throw from Huntley.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
They go play action with Huntley.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Huntley off of play action.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down. Here's Huntley now.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 11.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And Jamie and Sherwood there to make the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Hundley looks to throw.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hundley to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And New York set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Huntley.
Quick slant caught by Streets. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw here, Huntley.
And that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams.
He'll get this up to about the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, wide open is Streets. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Here's Huntley. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Huntley.
His throw incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Perry, the man in motion. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Rodgers now to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Great coverage there, holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's Huntley.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Huntley. It's complete, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Huntley.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here's Huntley. That is caught. He's got streets. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Huntley.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back to throw. It's complete to Williams. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Perry.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perry. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Giants, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week for Ravens. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they will fall to 1-1, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week.
NFL, and our focus is on Rachaad White. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Buccaneers and the Niners, and it's all up next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut. Threw a couple of touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now, we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now he's seeing what it takes to win at this level.
They start the drive with White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for White a week ago: 19 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
You see those numbers, and you can tell it was a special week for him on the ground. They certainly made him a clear focal point in their game plan, and he proved he can help carry his offense.
On second down, they'll run with White. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now that play's stopped by Drake Jackson. You look at this Niner defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Looking to throw. Hancock. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bryant.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Breaks a tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 29, here's second and a yard.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Gets around him.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
13 yards there and a Niner first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal from the 3. Davis-Price fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Davis-Price.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Ty Davis-Price.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Ty Davis-Price.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Niner defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. Bryant.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2nd down and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Off the bootleg. Hancock.
This ball complete to Durham.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. Hancock.
To the sideline and incomplete.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Inside handoff, Matthews.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Opting to run again here with White. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bryant.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On the handoff, it's White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Hancock.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now back to the ground game with White. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going for the deep ball.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Forbes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Forbes.
Gets the check down throw to White.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Purdy bootlegging it. Now he's free at the 35.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only was it a double move route, it was the dreaded post corner for any defensive back because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip them in time. Big play.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
And this one's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown,
I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is,
Mike Evans, he's going to go. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Forbes. There's Evans again. Complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now on first down, it's Purdy.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Evades the tackler, and now some space.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Davis Price once more.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Needing a few yards. Here's Matthews. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey fights off the defender. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 29. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here's Purdy.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Forbes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Off play action, Forbes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Now inside the 25.
And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Forbes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Forbes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He finds his target. It's Evans. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back to throw. Forbes.
Now there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now a give, right side. Bryant And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down, Forbes. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27.
Oh, able to avoid him. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 42.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw.
Hancock able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hancock. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, here's White. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught by Evans. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing on 1st down. Hancock. Now there's a short one taken in by Otten. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Bryant. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant, and he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Davis Price up the middle.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
They'll run again.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Going for it. Here's Davis Price.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32 and obviously well short of the 1st down. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
So now the Bucs down by 10, 53 ticks to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Hancock. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
They'll look to throw again.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the 49ers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-1.